It is January 6, 2021. A mob attacks the U.S. Capitol to stop the certification of Joe Biden's presidential election victory. Watch the mouth of this police officer as she voices the words to a protester, "You have to settle down." Another officer motions the protester to stop climbing the north front steps, where police are protecting the Capitol's west front entrance. A third officer sprays him with a chemical irritant. That man in the blue jacket is Guy Reffitt. Reffitt continues advancing until a police gun is aimed at him, angering the crowd. Reffitt retreats and is seen later flushing his eyes. He is wearing what appears to be a GoPro camera on his helmet and a tactical vest under the jacket. At no time does he appear violent. He never enters the Capitol. Yet Reffitt was carrying an AR-15 rifle and a pistol, say prosecutors, a violation of Washington, D.C. law. Reffitt admits he drove the weapons to Washington, but says he disassembled them when he arrived. He is charged with 5 felonies, including remaining on restricted grounds with a weapon and obstruction of justice for threatening to injure his daughter, son, and wife if they gave information to the FBI. 140 officers were injured that day. 5 died later. 4 in the crowd died. Of the more than 750 people charged so far, more than 215 have pleaded guilty. Reffitt is the first to choose a jury trial. It began this week in U.S. District Court in Washington, a trial that will determine the fate of many other J6ers. And here's why.
I think he's already out.
John Lewis tracks every January 6th case as head researcher for the program on extremism at the George Washington University.
If there is a quick, easy, simple, guilty verdict, if there is a sentence that the DOJ views as commensurate with the alleged conduct, that may entice other defendants, other defense attorneys who were preparing such challenges to then maybe maneuver towards a guilty plea.
Take that house! Take it now!
If he's found not guilty, more may opt for jury trials. Court documents claim Reffitt was aligned with a Texas militia group that believes only 3% of American colonists took up arms against the British in 1776.
There's no allegations that he traveled to D.C. with a group of 3%ers or that he was part of any broader conspiracy, but it does point to, again, this kind of continued challenge of so many of these extremist ideologies becoming mainstream.
The trial will last about a month, but court observers say arrests will continue for years. As other defendants name participants, social media reveals more rioters, and Americans identify suspects on the FBI's Capitol Violence Most Wanted list. Carolyn Presutti, VOA News, Washington.